What's up, people, and welcome to my channel, Maximum Gaming Retro. Today, I wanted to make a new subsection of videos because my game reviews are kind of a little bit slow, because I haven't had much time to actually play games recently. I've been really busy with school, semester's coming to an end, and I just got a new internship at American Express, so that's really awesome. So I haven't been able to play Final Fantasy III and finish it like I said I would. I don't even know how many weeks ago. But I have been playing it a little bit. I had to do some grinding, and this game's taking a little bit longer than I was hoping for. A lot slower than I beat the first two games, that's for sure. So, in the meantime, I figured I'd grace you all with my presence and bring you a new little section of videos that can probably come out a lot faster because it involves me buying things, and buying things is really fast and easy, and it doesn't require me to spend many hours doing something. So, I'm going to start off a game collection. So going back and playing all these old games made me realize that I haven't gotten to play a lot of really old games, and even though there's some of them I have played, and a lot of these days you got the DS and the Wii and PlayStation Network and all those online services actually offer a lot of old games through the system, through the console. The 3DS, you can download old games like the Mario, all the classic Nintendo games. All the Mario games, Metroid, Zelda, all these kick-ass games. PlayStation Network has the PS1 classics. You can play all the old, well, not all of them, but a lot of PS1 classic games. Shit, they got all the Final Fantasy games on there now. So yeah, I get to go download all those and play them. That's where I've been started. But there's something special about getting the game in a hard copy, a physical copy. A lot of these days everything's going digital and everyone wants to just download their games, but to me, getting a box with a disc or getting a cartridge, to me means a hell of a lot more than a download file. I mean, what are you going to do? Be like, check out my 20 gigs of digital files that aren't really real. Boo. If your hard drive dies, fuck, your game's gone. So, what do you do about that? Well, you keep buying games in a physical copy. And I know there's a lot of argument on the internet about, well, my internet sucks, so I can't download 50 gigs of a game. Solves your problem. Buy a physical copy. So, the other cool thing, most games these days, physical copies are, in a plastic box, a little flop-up thing with a disc in it, and it's got, the disc got a picture of the game on the front. It's got the logo of the system, the cover art. Not much is put into games these days because they're discs, and you can't really customize discs all that well anymore. You can't paint them. Not really. I know the PlayStation 1 games all had the black back instead of a clear plastic. The shine that CDs have and DVDs and all that. But, I mean, so those are kind of special, but at the same time, you can't really paint it gold, and shit like that. So a lot of things, what I really enjoy is the cartridges, and I decided at some point, I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted a PS1, never had one, and I just remembered I forgot to grab my PS2. That's nice, at my parents' house. Anyway, so I got to play a lot of PS1 games on my PS2 when I got one, but I never got to have the enjoyment of the classic, hit the eject button and the case flops up, and, it's kind of a nostalgia thing, being able to play on the original system. There's nothing like the original, So I was like, you know what, I'm going to start collecting old game consoles and old games, because I was going to get a PS1 anyway. I figured, why not get an NES, a Super Nintendo, some Segas, and that's when I started looking up online. eBay's always been a good place to find shit like that, so I did some research on eBay. I found an article coincidentally, on Kotaku for how to start a game collection, and they actually had um, a lot of cool resources. They said check Craigslist, do a lot of garage sales, shit like that. And I've watched quite a few videos online. There's one set of videos where a dude goes running around garage sales and finds shit. Well, for some reason, Arizona is not the best place for garage sales. It's probably because it's so hot all the time. I mean, now that it's winter, it's like 75 outside. But, of course, the rest of the year, it's like over 100. So who wants to stand outside and sell their shit? Plus, Arizona is just full of a bunch of old people who never did shit with our life, game-wise, that is, apparently. So, yeah, I have yet to find a garage sale, and the rare ones that you see on the road, people are selling clothes. That's it, nothing good. So, instead of all those cool people running around big cities, we get this giant desert. So, anyway, long story short, you know, perused eBay, even jumped on Craigslist to see what I could find. Now, Craigslist itself didn't have anything good when I looked, but greatness, I found a store that actually sells old games. That was one thing that they said is check like thrift shops, Goodwill, and things like that. You're like, well, you know, Goodwill isn't going to have an NES sitting around probably. It's rare that something like that even pops up at any Goodwill. I mean, honestly, who's going to be like, oh man, I've had this thing for like 25 years, I'm going to take it to Goodwill? Hardly. But what I did find on Craigslist is, so I said the game store. It's actually a store dedicated to old games, and that was one of the suggestions on Kotaku on the page. And I'm like, where the hell is a place like that around here? I mean, back in California, sure, a lot of places probably like that, but here, I don't think so. But anyway, so to get on with this awesome explanation, I've already been talking too long. I have found a lot of things online. I went on to order some few things, and where do I start? All right. So the first thing I did is simultaneously, I think I ordered something on eBay, and at the same time I went to that store, checked it out, and just as my first purchase, I picked up Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury. It's obviously it's a Game Boy Advance game. It's quite a bit older. I remember when it's part of the Legacy of Goku series, and it came out. I think Legacy of Goku, the original, came out 2004, and then you know, subsequently Legacy of Goku 2 came after that, and then Boost Fury is the last one. Get a nice good picture of that. You can see that this one here that I picked up is missing some paper. It was actually kind of jacked up when I bought it. It was 15 bucks. It had a little sticker right here covering this thing. Coincidentally, and like, oh, I'll stick it up. It has, you know, half circle, 15 bucks, and it also had a big ass barcode across the back. And it was actually really dirty on the sides, right across the side here, and then a lot on this side. It was really dirty. And but anyway, first game of the collection. I don't want to talk too long on just one video. I was gonna make multiple videos on just a lot of tips and tricks and shit like that. So I figured that would be kind of easy enough. Goddamn, it's already almost 9 minutes on this video. But yeah, so I'm going to upload this video, and so you can not waste 20 minutes listening to me talk, and then I'm going to immediately after this make another video where I talk about some of the things that I just bought. So yeah, we're gonna stop this for now, and then you get to just skip this shit if you don't want to watch it, and you can go on to the cool video. I'll see if I can figure out how to put that video up here somewhere, annotate wow that shit works, but I'll figure it out, maybe. All right, if not, it'll be somewhere. All right.